sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it, and lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll throw it on first down. Escapes the sack. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. Tackled immediately after the catch. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a real solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. He makes the connection, and he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catches. Their specialty can make some magic happen.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rides to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Open space at the 25. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. They try to pop a run on the draw. Steamrolls his way ahead. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 4th down, and the punt team sent it the other way. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He'll keep it himself. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on first down from the 43.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting...
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The running back has it. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Sanders. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. To throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels want to move quickly. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Wells.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Now they'll run the draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Grabbed behind the line, it's right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The give. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It's reverse. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking deep. Complete downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. it was all over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for a gap. It's Parrish. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. On second down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Dart. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. They go to the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Handoff to the lone back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Pressure coming. Hides is back in the middle. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air, it's Sellers. It's caught. Bowls his way forward. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. The Gamecocks pick up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They want to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the ground, it's Parrish. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Finds the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Wide out in motion. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Parrish. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. The Rebels have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Gonna run it. It's Parrish. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. To the air, it's Dart. He wants it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Feeling some heat. The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The inside handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Sanders. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cleasecorn. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline. Complete. He steps out of bounds with the 1st down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking to throw. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Floating away. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. A missed opportunity for the offense. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll go to the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Dart. Makes his connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Catch in the middle. It's Creascorn. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3. He's out to the 9. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.